Good morning. This is Linda from Lipstick Lodge. A huffing and a puffing. I just dragged some branches from the other side of the frame there and put them a little bit closer so it doesn't take me as long to get them to the other side into the swamp. You probably can't see the swamp from here, but that's where they were going to put my house. And yep, the black flies are out. I got my bug suit on, none too soon. I'll be doing this. You probably can't see them all, but they're getting wild. So anyway, I'm going to get started here. First, I'm going to go get my water and a can of gas. I'm going to do the easy ones first because I'm still huffing and puffing from going through the woods there. So I'll be back in a minute. You'll see me go further away from the frame for a couple of minutes. There's going to be no editing, no redos, no do-overs. If I do any goofy screw-ups, they're there. That's it, okay? So, anyway, how do you like my suit? Hopefully it protects me somewhat. Last time I donned it from head to toe, I got eaten alive. Nobody else did because I had bug juice on. I was the only one without bug juice that day. I was head to toe in bug net. Didn't help me. I was just so eaten alive. Anyway, I'll be back in a second. Oh, you like my patriotic pants? Anyway, I'll be back in a sec. Oh, might as well try to drag one of these over there while I'm headed that way. Must work smart, eh? Instead of going empty-handed. Somebody's upset this morning. Neighbor's got a young son there, maybe about 2 years old. Anyway, gotta keep moving. Gonna get some more branches moved. Those are going to be broken up for kindling. This one could actually be used too, but it's sort of rotted, half dried out log. Moving around here today is a bit of work. The humidity's starting to come up. That's why the black flies are out already. Actually already, what do I mean? I think they're maybe a couple days late. But see these two shrubs in front of me? I was going to get 5 of them. They're called Hascap. Hascap. And a friend of mine, patriotic friend of mine from the East Coast, grows them, sells the berries and all that stuff off of his farm. And I was supposed to get about 5 to 7 shrubs, but it's been in and out, up and down about coming and going from this place. And anyway, I decided to slow down the purchasing of this because the way I looked at it, if I do happen to go, somebody's going to be stuck with some shrubs that I planted in these big pots, and I'm taking the time to grow. This is my 2nd year for them. This here is a male plant. It's called Mr. Honeyberry. This is a female plant, and variety Borealis. You have to have a male and a female plant in order for these to grow the berries and to get larger, which the bees are very instrumental in that because they're going from plant to plant. When you're planting these, especially in the ground, or actually in a row like this, you have to plant them about 4 to 5 feet apart for them to get the berries and flowers and that stuff on them. I'm hoping they at least get flowers this year. It's hard to say what's going to happen though. You'll notice I've got pots of soil stuck in there. That's something I got to get the fork and spread it around. They need more soil in there anyway. And like I said, these will in time produce berries. I think it's probably going to take maybe 3 years or so. Daryl, you can chime in. You're probably going to watch this later. If you don't see it, I'll direct it to you. He's the one that has the Hascap berry farm. Anyway, I'm going to show you what they look like. They're, I don't know if you can see that very well. They look like elongated blueberries. And they're apparently really great for making jams and jellies. And I hear that you can make wine out of them as well. I might want some of that. Won't be the same as Malbec. That's my fave. Anybody wants to get me anything ever? Malbec wine. M-A-L-B-E-C. Malbec. It's a red wine. It's primarily grown in higher elevations. That's why you don't see it from around this area. I mean, we're on a ridge, but it's not as high as it needs to be for growing conditions for the Malbec grapes. Anyway, I'm a Malbec connoisseur. I've even purchased, see, they're flying around me right now. I've purchased some very good Italian Malbec wine. And I ran into this Italian guy at the LCBO one day. Oh my God, they're everywhere. But anyway, thank God I got this on. But anyway, we ran into each other. Didn't know if met him. We just started yep about Malbec. Oh, that's your favorite too, eh, honey? And I'm going, yep. And I said, trust me, when I switched from drinking beer over to wine, basically, I tried a lot of different types, and I settled on the Malbecs. And some places just don't even sell it because it's probably not usually purchased, whatever. But if you're not going to supply it to the consumer, they're not going to buy it, right? So why am I getting off on a tangent on wine? But anyway, here we go. You guys want to talk wine? I can do a video of that too. So how do you like my suit? Woo! Good thing I don't fill these bloomers up, eh? Oh man. And yes, I do like red. Somebody the other day mentioned, you like red, don't you? And I says, yep, I do. Red or black, one or the other. And yep, I wear the red lipstick. And nail polish, not so much. My nails are always either breaking or chipping or something. You know, when you do a little bit of work out here, I'm lying. I don't do a little bit of work. Half the time I don't do hardly any work out here. It's catching up to me right now because the black flies are all over the place. If I step in front of there, I will in a second, I'll show you. Anyway, I just went off camera for a tad because I can pretty well tell the parameters. But if I stand here long enough, I hope she didn't pee there. I've got my hand on the ground. Yeah, you can probably see them starting to buzz around my head. If I settle here, they'll be like swarming all over the place. And they're not really biting yet, but they will be. So they're just emerging right now. Oh my God. Yep, they're landing on the bug netting. Anyway, I gotta get up in case they start landing on my butt. Okay, I got a couple more of these to do, which I'm gonna take care of right now. You'll notice this morning, well, you won't notice it. Before I put the camera on, I propped this up. It was sitting like at a 30-degree angle, and it was really hard to keep up. It's still not perfectly perpendicular to the ground. It's really hard to do because the rocks keep wanting to move around on the other rocks. But thank God I'm getting my new glasses in a couple of weeks. These ones are killing my nose. And they're just readers. They're good enough though for doing what I'd have to do to see. Okay, back at it. I'm not gonna take a chance to carry too many logs at once. One more. Well guys, that's it for now. Too much work for me. I got to get working out a lot more than I've been doing. And first thing I can do probably is take my bike out of the shed and start doing some riding again. Get these legs toned up. for 6 years, through spring, fall, summer, winter, whatever, not necessarily in that order. I rode my bicycle into work and back every day that I went in, and I had to go over this hill going in and a hill going back out, and it really pumped my legs up, and my butt cheeks were very toned as well as my legs. Look at me. Now they're kind of a little on the flabby side, but trust me, once I start riding my bike, they'll be solid as a rock like they have been in the past. And I had no fat on my, like from here down. And the riding the bike will take care of it. Trust me, around here, there's areas where I probably won't risk it and probably won't ride. I'll just get off and walk because I don't want anything to happen. I don't need to fall anymore. I've fallen way too many times in my life, and I've broken eight bones in my life. And 2 months before I moved up north, I broke my neck. However, I still argue about that with the doctors that day. The hospital that did the diagnosis, in my opinion, did a wrong diagnosis. But I wore my neck brace for 8 weeks, and the day I moved up here was the day I was able to take my brace off. And I had no pain with it, is my point. And I kept asking him, why am I not having pain? I've broken 7 other bones. And every time I've broken a bone, it hurt. As a matter of fact, you need pain medication usually when you break a bone. And with this, I didn't even really need aspirin. However, who's to argue with the doctor? They're the experts. So I did wear the brace for 8 weeks, you know. And actually what it did was it opened the airway between my vertebrae. And for about 2 years, I had no problems with my shoulders. And especially this side, I've had problems, you know, with the muscle in the back between the shoulder blade and the vertebrae. It had bothered me, like not pain, but, you know, achy muscles, like to the point you're always doing one of these. Anybody that knows about it can relate. Anyway, I'm talking way too long. Check it out, I got my cool guitar bracelet on. Facebook special. Why am I giving them a frickin' plug? Anyway, yep, I'm done a lot of my chores for the day. And most days I don't do much of anything around here, as evidence. But when I moved in here, it was the understanding that this lot was, the lot there where it was going to be on, was cleared and leveled. I think their definition of cleared and leveled is a little different than mine. I've got a pile of logs and twigs over there that was there when I moved here. I have this, which I just added to, because why not? You know, instead of putting in one spot, I put it in a couple spots. This over here, we pretty much mostly cleared away and burned it. We're allowed to burn here. And this area here, some of the logs were already here, and I added to it last year when Ray helped cut some stuff. And a couple of these things are going down because they're dead, and a couple I'm leaving for the pileated woodpeckers, which we have quite a few of them here, and they're awesome to, in the morning you'll hear them peck, 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 peck. I'm not talking pecking, they're pounding the trees. And you really don't need an alarm clock here. When you hear the pileated start going in the morning, it's a pleasant way to wake up instead of hearing an alarm. Who needs an alarm now though? I'm retired. But anyway, yeah. So how do you like my bug hat underneath my bug hat? My Canada hat. It tells you where I'm at, Canada. And the maple leaves, of course, I already showed them off. The maple leaf patriotic leggings, I call them. I found these from somebody that was up in Ottawa at a protest. Where'd you get those? Google them on this page. Okay. I wound up getting a pair. Anyway, yeah, I think it's about time I signed off. I think this is going to take more than a day to load into YouTube. But anyway, just look for Lipstick Lodge. And when you find the this video, watch it. Hit the like thing, share it out, and subscribe for me, please. I have very low subscribers. I don't make a lot of videos. Most of my videos aren't funny because I'm so nervous in front of the camera. Today I'm ignoring it. I'm pretending that I'm working and batting at black flies, but whatever. Anyway, Lorna and her husband would probably see this one. She's probably seen a few of mine. And anyway, I'll send them out to a few people so that they can see them and make sure they get a gander at them. Anyway, I'm going to shut her down now. And pray that I didn't step in any of Lacey's doggy stuff. Anyway, I'll talk at you later.